Are they ready?
Ready, boys? I'm serious. Are you ready? I'm serious. Are you ready?
Get out of the shot, you lanky boy.
Man, the shot.
Come on in. It's the control room. This is Brandon's spot right here. A lot of heavy synthesizers. You want to tell them about?
So yeah, we used a bunch of different synthesizers on this album. I went on an adventure of buying a bunch of synthesizers from the 1980s because I like that true 80s sound. And on top of that, Jeremiah had a bunch of cool other synthesizers here that we could use. And of course, we've got Rhodes on the album, some Burley, just tons of different textures and stuff on.
The dominant synthesizer on the album is probably a Korg DW8000.
Yeah.
And it provides like all the heavy pads. And then a lot of the lead stuff was done on the Matriarch and the Grandmother. Sub 37 using for some bass pads.
JX8P is what else I used for most of the other string parts. Used a JU06A, a little boutique synthesizer. Korg Poly 800, just a bunch of just different textures and synthesizers from the 80s, man.
And this VC340 is
vocoder stuff, yeah.
All the vocoder on the album. Kevin cut most of the drums right here. The main kit was this 65 Ludwig Keystone kit. 20-inch, 12, 14, different snare drums.
Look at all those drums!
We used a Kevlar head on the kick drum. Kind of fun, the Hal Blaine sound. Some of the tom fills are the Hal Blaine concert tom kit up here that you see in the loft for the big 70s fills. Got some Hammond on there. A lot of the reverbs or plate reverbs have got a 2-foot, a 4-foot, and an 8-foot. Kurt singing the little booth here.
I'm a savior. I got people that are counting on me.
Yeah, I did. Some of the unique sounds. This is a Condor, Hammond Condor analog synthesizer for guitar, and that found its way on a couple of things. And that was made in Piney Flats, Tennessee, close to where the band harkens from in Elizabethton, about 10 miles. So that's a cool piece. Talk about the basses you used.
Okay, I'll show you one of them. I have my P bass. I used this, I wrote basically everything on the album on this bass, but I used a couple different ones. This is my favorite, but I also have a jazz bass. It's kind of a road-worn look. Really like it. I'll pull it out real quick. And ran through a bunch of fantastic plugins that Jeremiah has. That's not right.
No plugins, analog gear.
Analog.
Whoa, had to clear that up.
No plugins.
Oh. This is the jazz bass I used. It's on a little bit of the record. And here. Check this baby out.
Whoa!
It's one of my favorites. And then also used in this last session we just wrapped up a Music Man bass that was Jeremiah's, and it had a really good sound. I never got to play on one much until this last trip, but it was fantastic.
For bass, we used these are really cool pre's. My friend Eric Stroth put 2 RCA 21 BA 21s that came out of WBJ in Elizabethton, Tennessee, in this thing. And this was the bass channel. We go direct into that channel, and then it hits the Highland Dynamic BG2. And that's basically it. No amp, no nothing, just super clean. And yeah.
Sounds good.
For percussion, we had Jimmy Lopez. He harkens from New York City, and he came in and stayed for a few days and played all the percussion through the whole album. And saxophone and flute, Mickey Gutierrez. He's a Nashville-based killer. He plays like 21 instruments. Really, really great. And Nick Davidson on some filler drum, and and
a lot of
Jacob
Yeah, a lot of
Tipton
people.
on Hammond organ. So, really cool, really cool.
Move close up. Grab the other shoulder. Off the
Let's dive in deeper every second now.
So on the guitar side of it, I used my 2020 Fender Pro 2 American Stratocaster. Probably my favorite Strat that I own so far. We used a lot of different types of effects. I used a lot of reverb and delay. Good clean boost. I like clean boost, and I like compression as well for that nice tight. Corey Wong has been a very big inspiration to me writing this album guitar-wise. I just like how he does everything just so tight and just very intricate and just right in the pocket. Jeremiah has this, I don't know what kind of amp head this is.
Yeah, what is that?
It's the Bucking Bronco. It's a friend of mine, Garrett Harris, built this. It's AO305, so it's basically a Karmagia, Dr. Z Karmagia.
Okay.
But
Sounds
it's built,
really
built
great.
off the Hammond chassis. And we run there's a loft with the cabs are set up with different mics, and we just plug in and it's ready to go. And then we use some spring reverb utilizing the PV, and some of the cool stuff. There's a lot of older mic pre's. These are all from Elizabethton, from our hometown. Everybody harkens from East Tennessee, Elizabethton, and then Kevin's from Johnson City. So all East Tennessee boys.
What's up, ladies?
Kurt's using a Bee's Knees James. This bike is tailored for a little bit more like a nasal, and so it's a really great microphone. But that's vocals, and then we also have the combination of the 47 FET and the mouse, and then a 77. So different combinations for vocals. So I think you're enough.
I think
It's time for you to go.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
This one was for the music nerds. Hope you liked looking at our gear. Peace out.